All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever it is, wherever you are. Just that I would start up a random stream, see if anybody was around, and let's go ahead and uh, go ahead and share Twitter. And if anybody can share it out, I'd appreciate it. But no, I just thought I'd you know, hold a random stream just because I could. You know, see if anybody, like I said, see if anybody shows up. If nobody does, that's fine. You know, this wasn't planned at all. No, no advance notice. I didn't even set up a, you know, a whatever, and didn't play an intro. Just went right in. So, um, oh, great. I got somebody in the chat. Lovely. And how are you tonight, Darren? Noel, they're watching TV. The nephews are here and relatively quiet for the moment. But other than that, here. But let's see here. And hello, Mr. Londell. Hello, Philip Gaming. What's going on? By the way, when are you in that episode of Picard? Is it this week or was it last week? Because it was last week, I'll have to go back through and watch, see where you were. If it's this week, I'll make sure to watch to see if you're there. Well, like I said, random stream, just thought I would actually, let's see here. Go ahead. See if it shows up in the chat or not. Ah, there it is. There we go. So if anyone wants to come up, okay, not yet. I honestly don't know which episode I'll be in. Hoping it'll be this week. Absolutely, I'm hoping it's this week as well. It'd be nice to actually get to see, go, hey, I know him. And hey, Bricky, wow, howdy. How are you today? Like I said, this is just kind of a random stream. I didn't really have any idea what I was going to do. Normally, I have something in mind. Today, it's just like, I'm going to stream. See if anything happens. I probably ought to go back to StreamYard to see, just in case anybody does show up. Am I liking season 3 of Picard? So far, I would have to say I've not hated it. I give the the first episode I gave a 5. Second episode I gave a 6. Third episode I actually gave a 7. So as of now, it's been improving, but I'm waiting for the fall. Because it's happened in previous seasons, and I don't care what others say. It's like, oh, they've seen, you've got people that have seen the entire series or have seen up through episode 6, and it's like they loved it. And it's like, yeah, they loved the first one, and I'm going, no. Waiting on crappy FedEx. I'm sorry to hear that, Ricky. Wow. I hate FedEx personally. Mr. Londell says, I haven't gotten past the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. Personal opinion, anything after Enterprise is just hard to watch. I would agree, Ricky. I really would agree. You could delete the first 2 seasons from history and I'd be fine with it. You know what? If they had made Picard season 3 into season 1, I don't think people would have a problem with it. Don't think people would have a problem with it. And hello, Resolute Germ. What's going on? I mean, there would be people with problems with it, I think. But, like I said, first viewing, I watched episode 1. I gave it a 5. That's not great. But, and that's on one viewing. I may go back and go, I don't know. It could go up, it could go down. And besides Philip, were you even in season 1 or 2 of Picard? No wonder you would be okay with deleting those. Because I don't think you were in them. And Ricky Wow says, I watched the first season of Discovery. It was P.O. what they did to the Klingons and didn't like the time change. Oh, I watched the first 15 minutes the first time I went through. This is when it was absolutely free to watch. It's like, what the fuck is this? And I turned it off. I didn't even want to see it. I did watch it years later. Oh, still hated it. And yeah, the time change. was stupid. People would have a problem with it, but not nowhere near as bad. I would agree. Ricky Wells says the last three movies were not horrible. I watched the first of the three. It was horrible. I'm not a fan of the lens flares, the alternate reality. At least they made it into a different universe, so it wasn't like they were redoing it. It was a different reality, so I'll give it that. And I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it but one time, and that was I wasn't in a good place at that point. Maybe a decent popcorn flick. I don't eat popcorn. And hello, Admiral Teague. How are you? What's out already? Oh, Hulu. What did I miss? Philip Gaming says I was not in previous truck of any kind. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Like I said, I figured since you were for deleting the first two seasons, you weren't in it. Hopefully, you'll be in more Trek. Assuming they have more Trek in the future. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing great, Admiral Teague. Darren says, there's someone to join this stream. I double dog. No, I triple dog dare you. Yeah. Hey, Orwell Nation, what's going on? I said I just kind of got the urge to do a little stream. It wasn't anything planned. I hadn't even really got anything in mind to talk about. I don't know. I haven't hated Picard season 3. And I'm almost looking forward to the next episode. So that might say something. I don't know what's going to happen, but and Oral Nation says 777, nice number. Well, that's down. Oh, yeah, that's down. I love how the number has fluctuated. It's was it 780 and has gone up and down and up and down and up and down, and I'm going, I don't even bother looking at the number anymore. Oval Nation says next episode is supposed to be pivotal. Oh, that kind of scares me a little bit. Because when I've had a big episode before, it's always been kind of a letdown. So it's like, what are they going to do this time? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? What's going to happen? I watched episode 1 of Picard and just felt forced and elder abuse. Are you talking episode 1 or of season 1 or season 3? Season 1, I'd agree. Season 3, not so much. Ricky now says, Ricky Wow, excuse me, says, now I've enjoyed Orville. It was a hoot. I would agree. I would agree. There were people that I have heard that hated Orville New Horizons. I didn't. I wouldn't say it was the same as the Orville. It had the characters, it had a lot of the flavor, but it was different. It was different. It was a different show on a different network. I know, Orville Nation, you're going to say it was the same show and it had the same. Yeah, it wasn't. It was. I'm not saying it was bad, but it was different. Admiral Teague, those last 2 episodes had intriguing endings, but it just went back to being really slow every week to the last 5 minutes. Ah. Mr. Londell says there's one of those words again, pivotal. So what do we find out? Somebody comes out as multisexual, some of their silliness. Oh my God, I'm getting so tired of the whole stuff. It's like, just be a good character. That's all I care about. I don't care what they identify as. Rafi should just die. Let her sacrifice herself for the greater good of the ship. And wow. Must be really.
Don't wow me. You're the king of streams here, damn it. I had to come up to the king of streams.
Oh. So
Killing myself.
How so?
I had something besides ramen noodle.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the wrong thing though. It was chili.
Ah.
Be glad this ain't smell-o-vision.
Well, it's a good thing you're not. I wouldn't sleep with the covers over your head tonight. Just put it that way.
I'm sleeping with the damn air conditioner running full blast. I don't care how cold it gets. As long as it's sucking the air out, I don't care. Yes, Mr. Londell, Deej is in the house.
And Admiral Teague, yes, the Orville is just a better show than Picard. I'd agree.
Damn it, I'm still not blocked.
You're still not blocked. Are you serious? Holy fuck. I didn't do anything and I got blocked.
Hey, look. I am not blocked. And I went and told him what an idiot he was for blocking people. Remind me of a young SJW.
Yeah, nothing. I saw that.
Nothing. What the hell? Is it the Pink Bunny outfit? Is that making me immune?
Probably.
I know it probably confuses the fuck out of them SJWs when they see a pink bunny yelling at them.
New Horizons was what Seth originally envisioned. Well, you know what? That's not bad. It was different than what the first two seasons were. And I actually like with less comedy than what the first season was in the beginning. But yeah, I happen to like New Horizons.
I'm still on season 1 of Hannibal.
So, Mr. Londell, so being blocked by Terry Metalis, I can't even say his goddamn name. Terry Metalis is some sort of badge of honor now. Yes, it is, because I did nothing wrong. I didn't post about Picard at all. Didn't say anything. Didn't include him in anything. Nothing. And I was blocked. So as far as I'm concerned, Terry Metalis can eat a plate of shit.
I still think funny blocked Bird.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how Bird came into it. I mean,
this is my guess. He has a couple of underlings working for him, and they're scouring YouTube for any titles about Picard. And if they give any kind of a negative review or even complain about anything in the show, I think they're automatically blocking them.
I mean, season 1 and 2 of Picard, yeah, I bitched about. I haven't said shit about the third season. I haven't posted anything.
I think that's what got Bird in trouble, was his little 5 things wrong with Picard season 3.
I like that.
54.5, you can't block the Pooh Bear. No.
And before I forget, bonjour. And
bonjour.
Actually, it would be bonsoir, I believe, 47 Yorktown. If we're being accurate. Since it's evening.
This might be the last week I watch Picard anyway. I've just been holding out long enough to find Philip Gaming, and then I'm done.
He doesn't know when it's going to be.
Yeah, he told me it was going to be week number 2. Then he said week number 3. Now he thinks it's going to be this week. If it ain't this week, then I'm just going to call it like I told him, and he got put on the cutting room floor and he's not in it.
No.
Then I'm not going to worry about it, because it's boring the fuck out of me, actually. I don't get where these people are thinking this is good Star Trek, because it's boring the fuck out of me.
I don't get where these people are raving over it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I got bitched at yesterday because my theory
better.
I had the theory in Orville stream that the ones that are giving it good were the ones that got it in advance to watch, so they're just simping for it. I got yelled at for that. You think Gary Nerdrotic's simping for it? Yeah, I do. He has no passion when he's talking about it. He has absolutely no passion while he's talking about it. He's sitting there like a hostage. It's funny watching the chat because they're all in there going, blink if you're being held hostage.
my God. How pathetic. I wish I could get an advanced copy. I'd love to be able to watch it, even if I had to sign a release form saying I wouldn't say anything about it. And I wouldn't. I wouldn't say shit about it.
I wouldn't either. I'd just accidentally leave the copy sitting out somewhere for somebody else to watch, and they could talk all about it.
Fortunately, nobody here would watch it or say anything about it, so I'm lucky.
Gorilla Random Thoughts is here.
Hey, Gorilla, what's going on? And I don't consider it Star Trek either. I don't either. What the heck? Okay, my chat has absolutely gone nuts as far as the actual stream is concerned, because now I'm not seeing anything updated. Hey, Gorilla, what's going on? Let's see if I can reload. So, other than chili, what else is going on there?
Nothing. Got out of the shower too. I was kind of hoping blow it all out in the shower and then maybe it'd quit. Guess I could bottle it. Easy methane heat, yeah, but
oh Lord. What's going on, NB?
Crazy.
Hey guys.
A crazy Indiana Hoosiers here.
Now that's my wife. I'm still the Illinois wannabe token guy.
Yeah. Well, you're living in Indiana, so you're automatically a Hoosier. At least you're a Hoosier, not a Hoover, so you don't suck.
That's a good one. Well, this is a rare treat. How have you been, Cap?
I got to make this comment.
No, that answers a question right there.
Look, it's JP's, the man that can't get Mission Impossible straight with Get Smart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Name that too. Mission Impossible is being played, and he buzzes in and yells, "Get Smart."
He missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much.
I haven't seen a Get Smart episode in forever.
Would have been here sooner if I knew you were streaming. Well, if I knew I was streaming, I just decided to stream. I didn't set it up in advance. I didn't do anything. I just went on. That was it.
There's Mr. Cutting Room Floor.
Yeah, I just happened to pop on YouTube and saw you were streaming. I was like, oh, shit, let me stop by. I figured your chat would be blowing up by now for damn sure.
Oh.
Well, guys, I got some good news yesterday. I got my job back at the liquor store.
Oh, that's cool.
I read that on Twitter. I don't fuck it up this time.
Okay. The infraction was not appropriate to the termination. If I had let 100 bottle of tequila go out the door, okay. It was the equivalent of $5.
I know, but I love to give you shit anyway, so suck it
Well,
up.
if you didn't give me shit, we wouldn't be friends.
You're lucky I'm not on my stream because I'd play. I grew up on Men.
I'm surprised Cap doesn't have that one. I'm surprised Cap doesn't have that one.
Trust me, I wish I did.
No, you want the tennis ball one.
Oh, hell no. I mute you every time you fucking put that thing up.
Yeah, but if LDG's at his computer, he leaves.
I probably hate that thing about as much as LDG.
No, because he'll actually
I
leave the stream.
so wish I could. I so wish I could ask you to play that now.
Actually,
you
you can get
mentioned
it. It's right on YouTube. You can get the video and just stream it yourself. Here, I'll find it for you.
Okay.
So believe it or not, this is the same den you guys have seen me in the past. It's just the remodeling's been going on 2 weeks now.
Ah.
That's why there's that big ass gap back there. The entire bathroom has been gutted. It's getting redone completely. I mean, literally. The only thing they're not changing is the toilet.
There you go. It's in the private chat. All for you. Play it to the kids too. Tell them.
Do those kids ever stop?
No.
Oh, I finally got fans and decent lighting in here. If you notice the difference, although because of the painting, I had to take the LEDs down, so I got to put those up later, probably after this is all done in a few weeks.
Let's see if I could present. There we go.
Throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, turn against the wall.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
I'm sure there are people that are going,
Stop that! Tennis ball, throw it against the
I'm
wall.
probably going.
Okay.
This is-
Forget about my cancer.
That's true.
54.5's crying. You can tell this was a long time ago because tennis balls are a lot more than $2.99 now.
Yeah. No kidding. Doesn't
You know
account
what?
for
It seemed
inflation.
like for some reason it seemed like a good time to go Gelogia.
Oh, we can replay it for you.
Nah, that's okay. No need to do it on my account.
Hey, Six,
I
what's
gotta-
going on?
All you gotta do is download that and throw it in your little thing, and then whenever LDG comes in and starts being bad, you know what to play.
I don't dislike LDG that much. Oh,
How to get that downloaded and then uploaded.
yeah, we've had a lot of we had a lot of remodeling done in the house, Cap. My bedroom is pretty much my den. My bathroom are all still pretty much kind of messed up. My son's room's done. They're almost done with my wife's bathroom. So it's coming along. I mean, it's starting to really look nice. It's nice having an actual fan in this room with a decent light versus that piece of shit you used to see all the time. That's why I went with the LEDs back then.
Right.
Yeah.
I figured you had a good reason for that.
Yeah, as you can tell, that's a brand new fan that got installed this week. There's
Moving
actually
awful
one
damn slow.
there's another one in the he just installed today in the main bedroom part. Got new. So here's an interesting thing. They ripped up my son's carpet yesterday
Right.
because we were getting new carpet and padding. Here's the thing. They ripped up my son's carpet. There was no padding and no tack strips. I'm like, how did they even get this fucking down? It's like, no wonder my son's had some gaps in his room that have been cold. Oh, can't tell if you guys like the color or not. I picked it out. I wanted something a little. I wanted something a little bright and cheery. You know, unlike me.
If you want to pretend that you're James inside of a giant peach, that's okay with us.
Hey, let me live out my fantasies. Damn it. I saw a guy on Twitter. I thought it was so hilarious. He's like, "Who's Apollo Creed?" I'm like, I'd almost give you a pass, kid, if it wasn't for the fact there's been like 3 Creed movies in the last 10 years.
2 Creed movies, and the third one's coming out. Some shit, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't care. Who cares about Apollo Creed? He died. He got his ass whooped.
Hey, it was a cheap shot, and you know it.
Drago.
And hey, Cody guy, what's going on?
I watched a different Matrix movie last night. I watched Commando.
The Matrix.
I needed to watch some macho ass shit.
Come on, Gorilla. Matrix doesn't even explain how LTG's brain works.
Ugh.
You got to watch like Tron to figure that out.
Or a hybrid of the two.
Hey, Cody guy. Let's see here. I'm assuming that Super Mario Brothers movie fan channel is GMC.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm hoping that movie is going to be decent because I'm kind of still. I would love to see a good Legend of Zelda movie, but it's got to be animated. It can't be live action.
Damn it! I was going to play Bowser. Son of a bitch.
That would be interesting.
I know. I thought the trailer looked interesting. And there aren't many movies I've saw this year that look interesting at all. Ant-Man apparently bombed pretty bad.
I'm surprised you haven't seen Cocaine Bear.
Well, you got to remember, man, my nearest movie theater is 25 miles away. So I really have to make an effort to go. I have to make an effort. The actual last movie we saw in theater, my wife didn't go, but my 2 kids did. We went and saw that Megan movie and actually quite very much enjoyed it. I was rather surprised.
Hey, Boone, what's going on?
But nah, Cocaine Bear, no, I had no interest. I figure I'll catch that when it comes out on streaming.
I would have rather seen Winnie the Pooh Blood and Guts anyway.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, yeah, that Winnie the Pooh movie. I heard about that. Yeah. I didn't even know that was actually a real thing until I saw the trailer. And I was like, okay. What is it? Did Winnie the Pooh come into public domain in the last few years?
Just this year.
Yep.
They had the movie all made and they were waiting for it to hit public domain so they could release it. Bird is here.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Kapla.
Kapla.
Live from New York, it's Birdo Prey 5.
Interesting subline there, Bird.
What the hell?
I can't read it.
We'll
Who did
cuddle for
that?
cash.
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. We'll cuddle for cash. Yeah,
Had
who
to be
did that?
goddamn salty. He's the only
Oh,
channel
Salty
I've
did that
been
to
on.
you?
That's why you avoid his streams.
Only on it for a little bit last night.
Apparently it was enough.
I seen the list of cast of characters that were on there. Nope, I'm
Yeah.
not going up there.
That's correct.
Oh, Deej, how was the rain? Did you get any of that rainstorm?
Very little.
Oh, geez, Louise, man. That son of a bitch just would not stop all day. It was unreal.
Northern part of it just barely clipped me. Everything
Nah,
else stayed south and east.
Yeah, I got the brunt of it, man. All our entire freaking front yard, backyard was absolutely flooded.
Bird works hard for his money. Do 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 do. Oh, so hard for his money.
Oh, I figured you'd want to change that. So that's why I mentioned it. I
Thank
probably
you.
should have kept my mouth shut. And
No, you made the right decision.
I ready to shut that damn feature off in my StreamYards.
you ought to come up with something.
Nah, I'm not that vain. I don't need to have extra things to say who I am.
I'm curious to have snow. Yeah, Lake Tahoe got a shit ton of that stuff.
I want rain, but all we get is snow. Well,
Yeah, what was Lake Tahoe, like 8 feet?
no,
I
thank
mean,
you.
I remember going through. I mean, I was told I saw some pictures of Donner's Pass and Truckee and places like that. I'm like, shit, I remember used to drive through those all the time when it was wintertime. And yeah, it can get bad, but I ain't never seen shit like that.
Yeah. And hey, Captain KG, what's going on? How was work today?
Yep, day 2 for him, isn't it?
Yep.
New job. Oh shit, Gorilla says another foot's coming Thursday. You guys be safe, man.
Ah,
Well, now all those rivers should have plenty of snow melt come summer.
that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. They need to truck all that freaking snow down to Lake Mead.
No, the poor farmer's fertilizer.
Hey, what? Those solar panels ain't working?
What solar panels?
Well, I guess they would work. I guess they can't work when they're buried under snow.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. MKG's working East Coast time, even though he's in Mountain time. Or is he in Mountain or Central? Keep forgetting. I think he's in
he's
Mountain.
mountain.
Yeah, he's
Listen.
Mountain. He's like
Colorado.
Mountain
is mountain.
time.
yeah, he's
Doesn't-
like Jedi Bill on Mountain time.
Doesn't matter. Central time zone is the most important because it's the center and everything revolves around us.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's true about Jeremy Renner. Why'd it have to be an actor who's actually decent?
Because all the indecent ones are too damn lazy to go out and do anything for themselves.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, anybody got an update on what's going on with the Alec Baldwin situation? I haven't kept up with it.
No, I put it out of my head.
I
The
hadn't even
charge
thought about it.
that would require him to go to prison was dropped. So even if he's convicted, he likely wouldn't see prison.
I still think you should be convicted just on the principle.
I want to hear all the evidence.
Oh, absolutely, of course.
I am
Absolutely,
having
of course.
fun. I am having fun watching Twitter's meltdown over the
April
January
O'Neil thing.
6th. No, the January 6th videos being released, and now they're all. It was selectively edited on Tucker to make things look good for bit.
Oh well,
Oh,
you
so-
knew that was going to happen. I haven't even look. I'm so over that fucking thing. I don't care. I could give a shit less. Just remember, Cap, I didn't bring up the politics this time.
I just threw that out there because I said I would. And yes, I am having fun with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing too.
And you're right, Bone. Subscribe to Captain NKG. And actually,
Oh,
subscribe
absolutely.
to Deej Odyssey, too.
Nobody be dumb enough to subscribe to that weirdo in a pink bunny suit.
Well, I'm weird enough to subscribe to that weirdo in the pink bunny suit.
Glad you were
But,
streaming,
you know,
so I don't have to.
That's just me. Why were you going
Last time,
to?
I was contemplating it, but then I seen caps on. I'm just going there. Hell with it.
yeah, that was kind of the same thing with me. I just pulled it up. I was going to check a few things out on YouTube, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh shit, Cap's on! This is a rare treat. I might as well come hang out." I think the last stream I was on was with Captain MKG when Friday when we did the Risk game. Oh man, damn, that was a tense game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saw it, Cap?
No, I didn't. I unfortunately the last several times, Thursday and Friday in particular, I saw when he went off. I got a notification. It was
Oh,
online.
I hate that. I hate that. You get the notification after the fact.
Yep.
Yeah, that's annoying as fuck. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we played one of my one of the maps I had. It was World Domination, like I think 2099 or something. And damn, that was a tense one. Now, if Bird had been there, he'd have just wiped the floor with us like he always does.
That is unfortunate that he wasn't there then.
Now, every time Bird of Prey has come on, he has just like literally wiped the floor with us.
Anytime I played against Bird, he doesn't even win. What are you talking about?
Every time I played against him, he wipes the floor. He's got a strategy that, hell, I've gone back and rewatched Risk games with him and been like, okay, what the fuck was he doing?
His strategy is to secretly try to get in alliances behind the scene with everybody so they all leave him alone long enough. Then he just starts picking them off.
Well, yeah, he will do
But
that. I will admit.
that's not quite the strategy.
Yes, but you do pick people off.
You got to. That's the part
Well,
of
I
the
know,
game.
but damn it. But damn it, man. It's like the dice just always fall your way.
That's because he's got a hack loaded into his game thing.
Nah, I
Nah,
believe
that's not
Bird has
true.
more integrity than that.
I lost a bunch of armies on the last game.
Hello, Mama Pray.
Mom!
She's got that accent you just can't miss.
Well,
I heard
is.
it's not an accent. You got the weird accent.
What accent?
To her, you got one. I'm sure.
Trust me, I try to trust me. At least I'm just happy to be back in a part of the world, in part of America, where I can say how I talk and not have people ask me how to spell shit. Which I don't know why people ask me to do that, because I'm the worst speller on the fucking planet.
No. Elihu has you beat.
You really think Elihu's got me beat as the worst speller?
Yep, because he uses spell check whenever he's playing a game just so we can't know it's him because he can't spell shit.
Dude, I'm so bad at spelling, even spell checks. Like, what the fuck are you trying to say, bud? I'm just waiting for the day when spell check says, I have no fucking idea what you're trying to spell here.
Elihu tried to use Hooked on Phonics and it said it had to wait until they came out with a even dumber down version.
What do we got? What? Hooked on Phonics for Dummies? They still make those books?
Sure they do. Somebody put up a posting on Twitter who said something about give us one sentence that will piss off an entire fandom.
Mm-hmm.
So I put up Katie Sackhoff is the absolute worst Starbuck ever.
I don't think people probably saw that coming.
Oh hell, I triggered Captain Robert April because I said it in Orville Nation stream yesterday.
Hey, I don't care what anybody says. James Olmos was awesome in that fucking series.
Why do I never get notifications for Orville Nation? All of a sudden,
I didn't get it. I didn't get a notification either. I just turned on YouTube and I seen it, a thing that where he was streaming, so I went to it.
Uh-oh, somebody brought up Rise of Skywalker.
I gave him a good joke too yesterday because he had a thing about 3 strikes you're out, and everybody kept asking him if he was talking about Picard and said no and all that. And I made the comment, well, you won't get blocked by Terry Metalis. I said because Twitter already did that for him.
oh my God. I'm sorry. Of anybody who would get banned on Twitter, Orville Nation is not the one I would ever picture that happening to.
Yeah, I was on a roll yesterday, pissing everybody off. It was fun.
See, I could see you getting kicked off Twitter.
And I still haven't, and I push the boundaries all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look out, George is here.
No.
George Lucas. George, when are you going to make that movie about me? Telling you, it'll be a big hit.
Damn it, it is freezing in my room and my space heater is freaking buried under a bunch of shit.
Well, whose fault is that?
And I'm running an air conditioner. Go figure.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it's probably this big ass hole I got in the bathroom. That's what's probably causing the cold. I don't even have the fans on. I'll have them on tonight when I go to sleep, but
You have a fan going above your head that's slowly blowing air down on you.
no, it's off right now. No, it's off right now, but I got a hole in my floor in my bathroom as they're trying to put this bathroom together, and I don't think they're gonna have this shit done this week. I just don't see it happening. I have a
Well,
feeling
at
I'm
least
gonna come back from. I have a
At
feeling
least
I'm
your
gonna come
beer
back
ain't
from
gonna
work.
get warm.
Huh?
At least your beer won't get warm.
Good point. Good point there. Hey, I've been cutting back, damn it.
I wish I had a shit ton of it right now.
You know what the irony is? I work the irony working at a liquor store, and I'm like, man, you really don't have anything I like. Although I'm gonna be honest, butterscotch schnapps is pretty goddamn good.
No. No.
I thought it was.
No. Get some Fire
I've
Jack.
never had it.
No, dude, I don't do
That I've
Fire
had.
Jack. I don't do Fire Jack, but I'll tell you what, that is one of the most popular things we sold was Fire
Well,
Jack.
yeah, because it's just like Fireball, except for it's not as sweet. It doesn't have all the sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll tell you what, when I was working there, do you know what our biggest seller was? Bush
Probably
Light.
some damn. Well, yeah, it's cheap. Bush Light's
Bush
cheap
Light
compared
was
to
the
everything
biggest
else.
thing we sold. I mean, before I got terminated, I came in one day on a Sunday. I came in on a Monday, and I noticed like our 30 packs of Bush Light were almost bare. There was like maybe a dozen left. I'm like, that's not good. Because on average, I'd sell six. No, on average, I'd sell 6 to 7 of those a shift.
Right.
Easy. I'd either sell a 30 pack or an 18 pack. Bush Light was the big one. Miller Light honestly was a distant second. And believe it or not, I would actually be shocked when I sold a Budweiser or two. When it came to cigarettes, believe it or not, Crown was what everybody wanted because that's the cheapest one. I only think I sold. I honestly, I think I sold one thing of Marlboro cigarettes the whole time I was working there. Oh wait, I'm working there again now, so I get to go back to work tomorrow. I get to go back to work next week. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Well, that's good.
I
Yeah,
like
the
the
flight.
job, and I just felt the infraction was kind of a little overkill. And when I texted my manager weeks ago, and I said, "Hey, do you think if I ever reapplied, I could have another shot?" You know, just asking because, well, the problem is the owners who own that liquor store, they own the other 11 liquor stores throughout all the various towns we have. So it's kind of like I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shit out of luck. So I figured, screw. What's the worst that happens? I didn't figure they'd say yes, but I texted my manager yesterday, and I just said, "Hey, I guess it was a no-go on the reapplying." I said, "That's kind of a bummer. I really like the job, and I rarely make the same mistake twice." Turned out she was actually in a meeting with them. And then she just calls me on the phone shortly afterwards and says, hey, I got nothing here this week unless you want to work in Shelburne. And I was like, nah, I can't really do that because we got the construction stuff going on at the house. But I was like, there's always next week. I was like, wait a minute. Are you telling me I got my job back? You know, I'm slow, so took a minute for the gears to start running.
You said it, I didn't.
It took a few minutes for the gears to start grinding back. It's like, wait a minute, I got my job back? She actually said, she kind of implied, I guess, when she brought it up, they were a little embarrassed about the termination of me for the reason. I didn't push it because I'm kind of like, you know, don't bite the hand that's going to feed you. But I'm looking forward to going back to that job.
Well, that's good.
Next week he gets fired for a new reason.
Well, it won't be. Hey, oh, come on, man. Don't you put that curse on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that curse on me.
I give him 2 weeks. You know, I'm not going to be that.
How many
mean.
weeks do you get, Bird?
How many what do I get?
How many weeks do you give it before they come up with a new reason to fire Grandpa?
Oh, I think it'll be there about 6 hours.
Oh, damn. No, Admiralty, what happened was I accidentally messed up an order, and I didn't get a pack of cigarettes, and a single 12-ounce didn't scan. Now, the 12-ounce, and I saw the video, the 12-ounce I totally missed, but the pack of cigarettes was a Crown, and I remember my manager being like, I don't know why you pushed that button there, and I'm thinking, I didn't think till afterwards. I was like, oh, it was the Crowns. The Crowns always come up with like 3 options. I got to pick one. They're all the same price, but I got to still hit one. And somehow it didn't. And it was a regular customer, and I guess a little shit dined me out instead of telling me. So that's going to be a little awkward when I see that little fuck again.
Just smile.
Geek Hero Bubba, you've been a very naughty boy on Twitter this week. Oh, I'm sorry, Cap. I didn't mean to talk over you.
You're fine.
Geek Hero Bubba's been a little hellion on Twitter this week, I've noticed.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He's been a bad little boy. Actually, he had fun. I think he went to a convention not too long ago. Yeah, sure you don't, Geek Hero Bubba. Sure you don't.
I have no idea what he's talking about either.
Of course.
It's usually Grandpa Geek.
Yeah, I'm usually the one who gets in trouble on Twitter.
Yeah, he's the one that always ends up getting in lockdowns and everything else.
Dude, I'm still expecting to have a suspension this week. And especially after today. I was kind of vulgar to some people. What can I say? I'm one of those stupid idiots who likes to fuck around and find out. At least I own it.
Let's see here. I usually see in either things from you or Rosetta, and it's like, oh Lord, what's going to happen next?
Oh, I have to do something for Bird.
Oh man, sometimes I see what pops up on Rosetta's. I'm like, oh shit, what happened now?
Oh God, Deej.
Deej. Why?
Teach you to, because yesterday he tried to tell Orville Nation that I have an Only Feats account.
Oh, you clearly do. I think you just proved it.
Hey, I guarantee you there's a market for that somewhere.
Was one of those toes black?
No. It's a big old blood blister.
Last Saturday was, oh, that's right. He was doing a Tulsa Fest. I couldn't remember if it was a con or a Tulsa Fest. Or it was a fest, sorry.
No, Bird, it's not black, it's blood. The thing.
Oh, you know what? I need to check and see if they're having that Indianapolis Comic Con again this year. I didn't get to go last year, but I went the year before. Got to meet Michael Stackpole. That was a true highlight.
Whoever that is.
Michael Stackpole wrote many Star Wars expanded universe books. Basically, he's most famous for him and Alan Alster doing the Rogue Squadron, the X-Wing Rogue Squadron series, and he's the one who wrote the comic or he was part of the comic where Luke and Mara Jade got married. And I actually took that in a couple of books, and he signed them.
So, folks, what we're being told here is the Indianapolis Comic Con gets no one of consequence.
So,
Yes.
I'm on Facebook, unrelated, and I have to allow people to join a group that I have.
Right.
I have to, you have to decide if you want to allow people to join the group.
Mm-hmm.
The person I don't know, but they joined Facebook 14 years ago. They're only a member of 9 other groups. So I was inclined to approve them because they've had an account forever. They don't appear to be a spammer. But when I look at the 9 other groups they're in, one of them is Chinese food and Asian cooking. But then the group immediately below that is missing cats in Arizona for lost cats only.
Okay, that's weird.
It's just
my Facebook is predominantly for people I know in person and family. And there's a few of you that I've actually made friends with on Facebook. But trust me, there's a lot of Twitter people who've tried to hit me up on Facebook. I'm like, no, not here. There's a time and a place for certain people, and I'm just like, not here.
Interesting choice of groups there, Bird.
Oh, Geek Hero, I didn't know that. I didn't know he wrote part of the Rogue Squadron games. That's interesting. I didn't know Michael Stackpole did that. I remember somebody asked him a question about writing I, Jedi with Corinne Horn, and it was at that time the first Star Wars book that was done in first person. And he said he talked to Kevin J. And the guy asked him, he's like, what made you decide to do it during the Jedi Academy trilogy? And he said, it's interesting. I talked with Kevin J. Anderson, who wrote the trilogy, and he said, he mentioned that there was so many Jedi students Luke got, but he only named a few of them, and he did that specifically on purpose. So if anybody wanted to expand on like maybe another character, they could.
Right. Let's see here.
I thought that was interesting.
Hey, Gap After Dark, what's going on?
That's good.
So, what do you have to say to that question, Deej?
No,
Is
that's
that
not
your-
my lucky rabbit's foot. It's a big blood thing. In my toe, damn it.
So, does anybody have a movie they're interested in going to see the rest of this year?
Debbie does Dallas 42.
Oh, come on. That'll hit direct to streaming easy.
Hey, Phil. No, I want to see it on the big screen, damn it. I want to see.
What are you trying to go back to the 80s?
Yeah.
Seriously.
2020 sucked. I want to go back to the 80s.
You want to watch a porn in a theater?
No, I am fucking with you.
I know you're fucking with me. I still can't believe people. Just remember, VHS tapes became very popular because porn.
Well, yeah, it's a ripoff. Pee Wee Herman gets in trouble for touching himself. He never touched anybody else in Hollywood.
Every time somebody talks about a guy who exposes their junk to someone, I'm like, okay, are we going to arrest every girl who goes to Mardi Gras or a hard rock concert and flashes her goodies?
I kind of put a difference between boobs and a penis.
Well, that's because we're
that's
straight
because I'm
men.
Yeah, I'd rather see the boobs, but and
Well,
plus
of
they
course.
help feed. They help feed, so you can't really. I guess sure, females get fed by the other. They get some protein, but it's still not as filling as the milk.
I had to call Rosetta out on one thing. She made a comment on Twitter. She's like, "This guy wants to see more of my cleavage." I'm like, "That's not humanly possible."
Well,
Hey,
cleavage.
Jeremiah.
Howdy. Yeah, cleavage aside, NB. No, I don't take it personally. I wouldn't want me on Facebook either. My Facebook's a war zone.
Nah, my Facebook's just mostly family and a few friends from back in the day. I kind of try to keep my medium platforms separate. How you been, man? You look like you were having a blast at that fest.
Oh hell yeah! And like I said, we got another little mini con coming up this week. No, I've been good overall. Stirring the hornet's nest a little bit. Got some Ninja Turtle news I wasn't too thrilled about. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, I've been a part of that one too. I just want to ask one simple question. How many POCs has anybody ever met who has an Irish last name? I'm just asking.
Well, I mean, besides Shaq, but here's the deal, though. I know 3 black men from Ireland because one of their parents is Irish. They're brothers, so I mean, yeah. But like I said, all 3 of these men are from Ireland, have really thick Irish accents. Their accents do not match their what you would expect to hear, and it is hilarious seeing these guys at the Renaissance Fair every year.
Oh,
But one of the next Renaissance Festival is the last weekend of April to the first weekend of June.
Nice.
And remember, if you go to the Renaissance Fair, have your name wrote in your underwear, just like Weird Al.
Yep.
Have you guys seen pictures of Geek Hero Bubba in a pirate outfit? Man, I tell you what, dude can rock it.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm checking out trucks at the truck gate. I'm so tired of my coworkers calling in. It ain't even funny. And it's like these guys. I don't know when it became cool to not work all week, but I can't afford that.
I would say 2 years ago. at a
Oh,
minimum.
I know exactly when it happened. It was rhetorical, but
I know.
yeah, no, oh yeah, I lost it the other day, and Facebook. My biggest problem with Facebook right now is the reason why I can't post anything on there is because all of these SJWs that I fight with on Twitter, I grew up with those same kind of people, and whereas I grew up, they did not, and so one day, the reason why my Twitter's a war zone is both of the apps were right next to each other in my phone. I've remedied that. Both of them are white and blue. I wasn't paying attention. I hit Facebook instead of Twitter. I posted my political feelings on Facebook and had friends and blood relatives wishing my death. So yeah, no, these people that I grew up with, people that are blood kin to me, you can only have so many people like a post telling you to off yourself so many times. And I know, like I can give them the benefit of the doubt. This on Twitter, this guy's rant would have taken up, 37 tweets. Like, I get it. Most of them probably only read the first paragraph, saw that it was bashing me, and they hit like. But the point is, I don't like anything that I don't read all the way through.
Yeah, I'm the same point.
And these, like I said, in his final paragraph of this essay, he more or less, like paraphrasing, told me it would be better for me to delete myself from this progressive humanity because I people like me are no longer needed or wanted. So, yeah, that's.
Well, my benefit is most of my family and most of my friends, and I mean when I say friends, I'm talking about guys I've known since middle school. We can disagree on shit, but we rarely ever have gotten into Look, I've come to blows with a few of those guys. You know what happens after we have those blows? We smoke a cigarette and called it a day.
I was going to say, guys, when real men fight, when real men and good old boys fight, it never lasts long, But that win or lose, everybody's still buddies at the end of the day. But we got all this bitch made shit going on. These guys holding grudges for 25 years and shit. Now it's. They've taken all the fun out of everything.
No, it's
I grew up on men.
Did you just do that, Deej?
I grew up on men.
You bastard.
Damn, that's cold.
Hey, I was talking about people like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, damn it. Deej likes to leave out the context.
I grew up on men.
Okay,
Captain, I do it to
now.
myself.
I'll behave now.
Yes.
No, it's
Why?
fair game. I do it to myself. At least I'm man enough to own it.
I always speak my mind on Facebook. That's why most of my relatives unsubbed me, Admiral. Which was a blessing. I got rid of all the libtards.
Most of my family is well, unfortunately, most of my family's gone.
I only have one that stuck it out just because they love to fight as much as I do, so.
Well, there's my cousin Ayla. She loves to fight, but she's a redhead, so what do you expect?
Well, and that's the thing. My family loves to fight. That's hell, the whole reason I got a Twitter is so I could go on there. Yeah, I like to geek out about stuff, but it allowed me to be able to fight with people that were not family and friends, and take out my frustrations from work, get through boring work shifts, that kind of thing. Everybody, well, you're a grown man arguing on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell do you think Twitter is for? But
Hell, I like
Twitter
arguing.
Twitter is literally the metaphor. I know, literally the metaphorical version of the playground sandbox. If you want to go in there, somebody's throwing a cat turd at you, you got full license to go kick him in the face.
Yeah, but I love fighting with the family on Facebook because it makes family reunions so much more interesting.
You have to understand though, like my family is close knit. Like we see each other frequently. That kind of thing. I need a place to rest. I need a time to rest, and that fighting 24/7 thing just don't make life worth living. You know.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're
What's up, Germ?
we're in a
How's it
social
going?
media jungle.
Hey, Germ.
Man. Oh, hey, Germ. Sorry, bud.
Good to see you streaming again, Captain.
Howdy, Germ.
How you doing? Good here?
No, that's what I was saying. I was like, I saw Cap was streaming. I'm like, holy crap, it's been a little while.
Yeah, I think sometimes
Yes,
he
it has.
forgets how much everybody misses him.
Yeah, no, I come on here and complain about a few things, geek out about a few others, you know. Yeah, no, that shirt that I wore to the convention last week, I was at the big man store at the DXL, and yeah, it's a size too big, but where are you gonna find a shirt that big in a and it's a 92% polyester, 8% spandex mix. And I'm like, hot damn. So I got this lady in the flea market that will put vinyl, she'll print off vinyl decals and put, stuff on there. And so I did, I'm like, hell yes, I can make my homage to the thing, and I can wear that shirt out there. And she's working on a regular Fantastic Four shirt for me this week on a blue one that's got the same polyester spandex blend to it. I'm getting ready to have her make me and my brother a couple Spawn shirts, but the problem with that is that her so I if I don't get my brother a Spawn shirt the same time I get one, he's been into Spawn a lot longer than I have, and so if he sees me wearing that shirt, he knows where I sleep, and he might not be able to beat me face to face, but I got to sleep sometime, and I don't feel like being shanked by my own brother. So I know it sounds like my family's violent today, but I promise they're not that bad.
No, brother shanking you in your sleep seems pretty common.
Howdy, Pacific.
Hey, Pacific, what's going on?
Uh-oh, who said LTG 3 times?
I don't know, but it's a scary thought. Hey, LDG, what's up?
Nice.
Hey,
See,
Bubba,
everybody
you're
sees-
talking about you're talking about Al Simmons Spawn, right?
Yeah, there was the other guy for a little while, but all this is, and this could be any Spawn. I'm having her put it'll look like the Spawn, for copyright purposes, you can't have it exactly the same, but people know when they know,
Yeah.
and so it'll look like just the straight up Spawn emblem, like the emblem that you see when you see the Superman emblem, or you see the Wonder Woman emblem, the Spider-Man emblem. I'm having her put the Spawn emblem on the chest of these shirts. So and it won't look exactly the same, but it'll look close enough. But the problem is finding geek shirts in my size can be a pain in the ass. So I have them made.
Yeah, well, we're all most of us are kind of overweight. I remember when in the 90s, Spawn, I remember when Image Comics launched, and I remember when Spawn came out, and I remember buying it because it was so different from any other fucking comic we were reading.
Yeah, well, a lot of people bitch about Todd McFarlane's writing. He's not the best, but he is far from the worst. And his art is still incredible. But I kind of agree with EVS though. He's taken such a back seat on it for the last 2 decades. It's been kind of, he's still good at still shots, but I don't think he could muster what he could do back in the day. But that being said, that there are a lot of people like that, and as long as he keeps selling these action figures, I have been jumping at these action figures. What I'll do is, to make sure I get one, because they're so hard to find in a lot of the stores, I will put one on I'll put them on pre-order at the GameStop just in case, because you only got to put $5 down, and then when they start hitting shelves about a month before they come out at GameStop, I'll go hunt down at the Target until if I find them, I go and just move that $5 on another pre-order that I've got. If I don't find them, I got one coming in for the same price eventually anyway, and I've already paid $5 on it.
Yeah.
Have you read that Western Spawn? Because I heard good things about that.
Okay, so Gunslinger Spawn has been really good. I've read the first story arc of it. I've been collecting them. I'm a little behind on them, but Gunslinger Spawn has been pretty good. The Spawn at that time, and of course it's really good because Malbosia has been dead since the year 2000, so it's cool to see him back because it's set in the Old West, But that was the whole. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's fine, man.
That was kind of the whole appeal. I thought about. I was like, wow, Spawn in the West. I was like, shit, I want to read that. Well,
the first story arc, the main dude, I forget his name. It's been a little while since I read them. They've been out for 2 years. Anyway, he gets to come back for revenge. This town deserves it. Like all the leadership in the town and people that own the stores and whatnot, they hung him out to dry, literally. But he comes back from hell with a vengeance. He is told he can take them all out, all safe for one inhabitant who is the ancestor of Al Simmons.
Now, I only have one question, though. If Malbosia is not ruling hell, who's ruling hell now?
That bear in mind, Malbosia was only a ruler of hell. Hell is an infinite, expansive, universe in and of itself. They kind of go with the Dante Alighieri, thing,
Inferno.
But even at that, he was in the eighth ring, I believe, and even as the Grand Duke of the eighth ring, he was only one of the leaders of the eighth ring. Like it's there were, it's a constant battle for power. That was what made Malbosia's. That's what made him so dangerous, was because he had taken over almost all of the eighth realm. He had, he had spies in heaven. He had, he was gaining a lot of ground on earth. And so that was what made him so powerful back in the day, was, and why it was such a big deal that one of his own hell spawns beheaded him in issue 100.
Oh man, it's been so long since I read a Spawn comic, but that Gunslinger Spawn. When I saw the preview of it, I was like, "Oh, I'd like to read this."
Yeah, no, like I said, it's been pretty good. Scorched has been okay too. Hell, even the main Spawn series has still remained itself. They haven't woke it up. And like I said, a lot of people are mad about that new movie coming out, because he worked his ass off to finally get the studio to greenlight it, and then he signed one too many contracts. Everybody else is like, well, he just admitted there's going to be woke ideology in it. Well, how else do you think he was going to get the movie greenlit at all? At least he warned us beforehand instead of, denying it the entire time. And,
he's been fighting to get a decent movie for 30 years.
Well, and don't get me wrong.
He had to fight just to get the movie back in the 90s?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember firsthand. I was born in 91. So, yeah. So I know now, but that's the thing. No, I was a little young to be reading Spawn when Spawn was on the shelves the first time. But I was a little young to be reading anything. But anyway, the point is that he's worked his ass off to finally get this, and he's got his contract with DC Comics. So he's been putting out their action figures. For the most part, they let him put out what he wants. They just won't let him put guns in any of them. But he came up with a real good solution to that. He puts out gun packs for his action figures who are built to the same scale as, but he'll put out entire weapons packs. I think he's on weapons pack 3 about to come out. But you can buy those, and then you can, say you got a Red Hood, Bloodsport, Killshot or Deadshot. Killshot's Marvel. But anyway, Deadshot, any of them, and Slade. And you can put, and the guns will fit in their hands because they're made to the same scale. They're still the McFarlane toys. So that's been kind of kick-ass. Because it gets more money in his pocket one way or another. And he gets to stick it in the faces of DC for, because it's more money in his pocket since it's sold as a McFarlane-only toy. He gets more money from it. And they miss out on the fact. I mean, that there are a lot of people won't even buy their figures because they don't come with guns. How the hell are you going to have the Killing Joke Joker without a gun?
That'd be impossible because
except for he did it. He gave him the camera. He gave him the camera and the crowbar. But he released in Weapons Pack 1. He released one of those Lugers, specifically for the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I said later Deej. I typed it in, and I keep getting a freaking error. All I said was take care, Deej, and that was it. But yet, won't let me post. Oh well, shit happens.
So yeah, anybody else got anything big going on?
Not really.
Well,
Take care of
Later, Deej.
I got my job back at the liquor store yesterday. I'll start back up next week.
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about that when I came in. Okay, here's what you do. You walk in there and you stand over him the whole time. Just smile every time he looks at you. Don't stand over and but like 5-6 feet away from him. And every time he looks at you, just smile. Smile like the Grinch. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, trust me, I've played those scenarios out in my head.
Well, no, like I said, don't say anything to him. If he asks you what the hell's going on, nothing. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. Like I said, just be as passive aggressive as you can. Stay as quiet as you can. And then every time somebody comes and asks him for help, talk over the top of him. Every time somebody like take credit for all of his customers, just right over the top of him the entire time. Don't listen to me. I'll get you in trouble.
Oh, I do that enough myself.
No
Ask
shit.
these guys. Ask Captain Freedom Nerd and ask Bird of Prey. They know I'll get myself in trouble on my own.
That's fair.
I don't need anybody's help to fuck my life up.
Well, that's what I keep telling people. I'm like, because they're online. One of the fights I've been on Twitter, this guy was calling me a bootlicker because he's like, keep licking those billionaire boots, and I'm like, I'm a bootlicker because I think people should go to work to make a living, And that's the thing is, like I said, am I making what I think I'm worth? No. Am I where I want to be in life? Hell no. But I will get there. This job is a means to an end. I need this job right now to get by. And yes, I'm working on someone else's behalf, but it's also for me because it has the life-sustaining, money that I need to keep going. And so, yeah, they've gone whole freaking.
I don't understand this mentality. I don't get it.
Oh, it's like that. It's like that little boy that was sitting on the floor. The college kid that was sitting on the floor of the Starbucks, whining and crying. I'm like, I'm not mad that he's upset. I'm not even mad that he's crying. I'm not mad. Is in that scenario, is his manager an asshole? Absolutely. Were those customers assholes? Absolutely. What I'm mad about is that on company time, not even during his break, admitted in his own video, he sat on the floor of his employer's establishment, got on social media, and started crying and cussing about him.
Yep. I know exactly which video you're talking about.
Yeah.
And yes, I
yeah.
100% agreed with you. I 100% agree with you on that. It's one thing to come home and bitch about that shit.
Even if he got on social media about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even if he got on social media about it, I'm not even mad at him about that. Like I said, the fact that
It was company time, though, like you said.
Well, and it's not just because I didn't specify. He didn't, he's sitting there worrying about how bad a time he's having while he just left whoever else was stuck out there by themselves dealing with what he should have been helping them with. That, and like I said, as someone who knows what it's like to be stiffed on this kind of thing, my coworkers calling in left and right, me finding out that my 8-hour shift has turned into a 12-hour shift, my 12-hour shift turned into a 16-hour shift, or that somebody else is called in, and so after a 16-hour shift, I get 8 hours off and then have to come in for another 12 hours. Like, that shit has been my reality for the last 12 years. And that's it got worse the last 2 years, but for the last 12 years, I've been dealing with this, and he's whining about doing an 8-hour shift. Like, I understand he is a college student, a full-time college student, but it is Saturday. He admitted it was Saturday. He admitted he was out. He didn't have classes that day, and I'm just. Right. He's complaining about a simple 8-hour shift on on his day off from school. I get it. People need to rest. People need to recharge their batteries, but you don't leave your poor coworkers out to deal with what you're running away from to get on social media and complain about your employer. That's ridiculous.
I'll put it to you this way. My bachelor's degree, you know what, Ed? I was working night shift. You know why I was able to work on my schoolwork? Because once downtime hit, I logged in and I got my schoolwork done.
Well, and that's what I put in there. I mean, I've been working security. I have had other jobs. I have had other jobs where I put my security job on the back burner. My company allowed us, as long as you worked at least 4 hours every 30 days, you could stay employed by that, by the company. We've been bought out, and the new company's a little bit stricter about that. It's you have to work 8 hours every 15 days to stay on the roster. But the point is that I was able to put my job on the back burner, but because of this job, and I'm not going to pretend that I love my job. I am thankful for my job. I'm thankful that I've never had to stand in an unemployment line. When my seasonal jobs would dry up or jobs that I thought were going to go somewhere, that didn't work out. I'm thankful that I always had something to fall back on because, that's why I never let my license lapse. That's why I never completely quit. Because I was raised to have a backup plan, and this, this mentality. That's what I put in the comments on the video, because it was somebody had shared it on YouTube. I don't have TikTok on my phone, but somebody had shared his TikTok video on the YouTube, and they're feeling sorry for him. And I'm like, why doesn't he go find a security night shift somewhere? Security, especially in the state that he's in, because he said he's in Washington, Washington State. And I'm like, in the state he's in, there's almost no qualifications. You can be a convicted felon and they will still let you work security in Washington. And
and it starts at $20 an hour here.
Well, damn.
You won't find a security job that pays less than $20 an hour here.
Yeah, well, but y'all's cost of living is ridiculous. Yeah.
Here's what used to and still pisses me off. My wife and I did 20 years in the military. I know a lot of you guys know that.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say, oh, well, if I don't get in college, I'm good to just join the military. I'm like, you have no fucking idea what you're signing up for.
Well, and I've asked them before. I said, so what are you going to do after the
Let me
military?
tell you something.
Yeah.
My wife and I, over my last 3 years since retirement, my wife's 2 years since retirement, we have both said flat out, if it hadn't been both of us carrying each other over the threshold, we'd have quit long ago. I mean,
Yeah.
it ain't fucking easy. I'm so sick, and that's what pisses me off. Yes, I've been in 2 branches of service. Yes, I know the Air Force gets a joke, gets the joke of it. It's mostly civilians who have no fucking idea what I had to go through or what my wife had to go through. And we busted our fucking asses for 20 years. And we got each other through it, because if it hadn't been for both of us together, we'd have quit long ago. I was ready. I was done. I wanted out. She wanted out. We got each other through that.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Damn right it was worth it. But damn it if it wasn't a fight to scrape tooth and nail.
Well, and that's the thing. I keep asking all these people that are talking about joining the military, you know, especially they just got out of high school and they're thinking, well, I ain't got anything else to do. And these people call in all the time. I'm like, how would you like to have a job that you cannot ever call in on? You know, you've literally got to be on your deathbed and then you get fined for it. You know, that kind of thing. And I just so they have an idea, because I'm a civilian, I don't know much about the inner workings of the military, but what I do know is that when Uncle Sam owns your ass, Uncle Sam owns your ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't quit.
Yeah.
I had to write out my 4-year contract or whatever extension I did. If I was sick as shit, my ass had to go to medical. I had to go to the doctor. I had to prove I was sick. If I didn't want to do that, I had to call and take a day of leave. And that's assuming it would get approved.
Well, I mean, and that's why we respect you guys that do that, because it is a sacrifice. It is sacrifice upon sacrifice. And these kids wanting to join because they ain't got anything better to do, they're not willing to make that sacrifice.
Well, they think it's the mentality of they think it's easy. And I'll tell you this much. In 2016, I went into rehab. I had a very bad vodka problem at that time. I went into rehab, and it was a lot of the people in rehab were young people who were actually going through basic training, and they just mentally couldn't fucking handle it. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't as easy as you think. And the sad part is, basic training, based on my wife and I talking about it, was the easiest part of our career. And then you're like, okay, say you're like LDG, you're a computer programmer.
Right.
Do you know how many jobs I had besides being a computer guy? About a dozen.
Yeah.
I was a CPR instructor, SCB instructor. I was an inventory instructor.
Yeah, I've been in on some of your chats about that, man. They shot you around like a ping pong ball.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because you have a primary job, but what people don't realize is, depending on what it is, you may not be doing that job very often. You may be doing all these other jobs that your boss assigned you when you get to the base.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what
you
it
will
is.
be useful no matter what we have you do.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, worst thing you can ever say to your boss or a supervisor you had, what are you doing? Nothing? Yeah. Say you're doing nothing in the military and see how fast your ass is going to be working hard as hell. I busted my ass, and you know what? It was worth it. But damn, it was not easy. And I hate people who are so ignorant and think that it's easy. I'm like, go give it a try. Let's see how well you turn out. Sorry,
Wow.
Cap. Didn't mean to go off.
No problem. No problem. I was just looking at the time. I hadn't realized it'd been almost 2 hours. It been on. No wonder I'm getting hungry.
Well, it's your fault.
It is. It is my fault. But I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and close things down. Thank you all for coming. You
Thanks
all
for
have
having
a
us on.
great day. And I will. I'll be back soon.
Don't